in Target because I got some for y'all.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Target did you wrong?
Mine. Yeah, they did.
Target? Ooh. I mean, I don't have a you got me fucked up because I told you what my ex-manager did, and that was all how that company had me all the way fucked up because he was a representation. So y'all go ahead.
Even as
Go ahead, start with Target.
Even as we grow as a culture, y'all still be trying us in our safe spaces because we like to give Target our money. It's a very comfortable space.
Who doesn't love Target?
This is a very comfortable space. So
go ahead. I want you to start.
So for me, this is a throwback. You got me fucked up. Very. I want to say a couple of years ago. Because I kind of took the shackles off my feet so I can dance. In a Mary type way about, where I'm moving on from. I'm going to let you know about when I was in Target with my 2 children. My son is he's moving into being a 14-year-old.
Ooh.
My daughter will be 10 in a few days. A few years ago, we were in Target and we were in the cosmetics kind of pharmacy aisle. We were looking for Q-tips, a very simple thing. And a woman approached us in a cart, and my children were smaller. This had to be maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, so they were smaller. And she approached us, and then she slowed down her cart. This was a woman of a different culture. Slowed down her cart and approached my children, and then stopped, and then glanced at me, and then glanced at my children.
Nope.
Glanced at me again, and then glanced further at my children. Now, at this point, they were kids, so they saw her. And I had been teaching my children to do what? Say excuse me if they need someone to move.
Right.
So this was an example for them to be on the receiving end, for someone to say excuse me if they need to move.
As they should.
Right. So she inched the cart closer and closer to my children. And I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I looked at my kids, and she looked at my kids, and we just looking at niggas. Everybody looking at each other. My kids are looking for fucking Q-tips. So she says, well, are you going to tell them to move? And I said,
have you lost your fucking mind?
Excuse me, Susan. What you can do is say out of your mouth, hello, good afternoon.
Right.
I need to get by. Excuse me, young children. Or a truncated version. Excuse me. Perfectly fine.
Correct.
And she looked at me. She was like, well, I think if you're their mother, you need to tell them to move. I said, well, this is the exercise in courtesy. So if you need them to move, you should articulate to them that you want them to move. Because I'm good where I'm at.
Correct.
Sis. And she was like, I'm not saying nothing. Okay, well, we just fucking standing here, sis. So we stood in the aisle for a long time, and then she backed out. And my son, who is older, kind of looked at me like, wow, Mom, which he does now to this day, because I still act the same way in any public space.
Anybody can get it.
So yeah, so whether or not you have me fucked up at work or you have me fucked up while I'm shopping at our favorite national store, Target.
Feel free to sponsor.
Also, don't try to play me in front of my kids, because I'm going to teach my kids how not to let somebody have them fucked up. So if you approach any young children, especially young black children, with a cart in a one-way aisle in a national store, just say, hi, excuse me. And then the children will move, because they're not, quote, trained properly, but they are being given the proper way to deal with other individuals in society.
Correct.
You say, excuse me, Ma, and my baby's gonna move. Alright? That's it.
You
Boom.
that Philly I.
I mean, so since we're already talking about Target, I don't know if this is a personal you got me fucked up, but this is one for the black delegation, okay?
Scared.
So have y'all heard about this honeypot nonsense? With all these white people, okay, tried to give her all these bad ratings and bring her down. Mm-hmm. They all got me fucked up. Mm-hmm. Why? Why can there never be black excellence? There was nothing wrong. She was not harassing you. She was not taken away from your products.
Nope.
There is still all the mayonnaise, all the L'Oreal, all of it. It's still on the shelf. Buy it.
Shoulders.
Buy it. You can get your head and shoulders. We're not taking your shelf space.
It makes our hair straw. We don't want no head
at all.
Why
Y'all got
would you all go and give her these bad reviews for her product? I went to Target the other day. I could not find a honey pot product in sight. I was so happy. For all of you who were able to go and buy the product in Target, I appreciate. Oh, Jen got her honey pot in her bag. Yes,
she pulled out honey
pot. I am here for it, and I am going to go online
Mm-hmm.
and go ahead and buy some too because I really want to try it out. But I just want y'all to know, y'all got us all fucked up
all the way,
and y'all are not gonna hold us down.
At all.
Can't nobody take my pride. Oh
Can't
no,
I
got to keep it moving. Cause y'all
no, I got to keep on moving.
Like, cut the shit. Cut the shit.
Oh, tag me.
Tag.
Okay. So while we're talking about the honey pot shit, first of all, I love y'all. I've been on honey pot. As you see, I pulled it out my bag. I appreciate y'all loving on our sister. Can we just see how the black dollar moves? If the black dollar moves the way that it does, do you see how great we can be? We sold that shit out nationwide.
Yep.
On another note, being that I have had honey pot for such a long time, y'all fucking with my subscription. So I'm glad y'all are supporting her, but I need my shit too. I've been needing my shit. So once this levels out, I need my product.
So I guess y'all got that fucked up too.
Y'all got me all the way fucked up. When I saw this shit, I'm like, yes, my sister, get your money. But where's my subscription? Because it comes from Target.
Ooh.
Y'all fucking with my subscription. So,
Target.
2 lessons. Sorry. Shanice just spilt her shit all over with that bubbly. 2 things. The black dollar works, so let's take that into society in 2020. Clearly, we can see what we do if we put our money where our mouth is and support each other. But also, stop fucking with my subscription. Y'all should have been on Honey Pot, and y'all just became on it. I need my shit. Thanks. And now Toya did the shit too. That's why none of my shit has
on my
fits
third computer.
on her computer.
I already told
So
you
remember how I talked about the black dollar? She might want to run her some money to get her laptop fixed.
We gonna. That was dope.
Yeah. Definitely. I love it.
I think we reached our that's that on that segment.
Yes.
I hope you guys are following along because we figuring this shit out. Honestly, and this is real life, like how you used to grow up playing spades and pity pad
and talk
then,
shit.
Right. Like we figuring the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that on that. If we could walk away with this, if you are in a leadership position, please have the conversations that are most pivotal to you, where you were in a position where you were trying to grow, and allow that person underneath you to realize their potential and realize what they contribute to the organization and realize how they can grow in that organization. Because as millennials, and that is the key demographic for this type of conversation, we are looking to grow continually and be productive members of whatever organization we are in. We're not just pushing paper around. We're not just what Shanice said earlier on in our conversations. We're nobody's status quo. We're
Facts.
looking to be contributing members to the organization. So have those conversations, even if they're uncomfortable, even if you're critiquing spaces where, like, damn, that's going to make them feel like, oh, they're not doing their best. They need to know where they're not doing their best so they can do better.
Mm-hmm.
If someone's asking you for, kick it to me how you would kick it to your fucking homies. Kick it.
Right.
That motherfucking way. Honestly, like, niggas don't be saying it like, oh, I just want to say buzzwords.
Correct.
Fuck buzzwords. Like, I could just be quiet. I am an introvert. I prefer to be quiet.
My check still won't hit every
Absolutely. If I hit these keys or not, if I have these conversations or not, I'd rather be quiet. It's most comfortable for me to be quiet. And some folks are more comfortable being vocal. But you need to honestly figure out a way to reach the folks who you are leading broadly and to reach them individually. So if you have the opportunity to have those conversations and step away from the things that are in front of you that are important, these things are important to the whole picture of the organization. Have the intimate conversations, and that's that on that.
That's that on that.
Talk your shit to
Boom. Ba-dum, boom, boom. So, this was a good one. Thanks, Toya.
Oh, shit.
I feel like I couldn't kind of call on
She
that
came
whole
with
workshop.
Latoya.
She did.
No way.
Latoya showed up.
All right. Before they start being weird, because again,
so,
okay, family.
Yeah,
We did.
We did. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you rate, subscribe, and comment on all platforms. Make sure you follow us on The Black Effect. That's TheeBlckEffect. Sound like fabulous. I do. On social media. Tell your people, your aunties, your situation. Don't tell Karen because we probably talking about her because she tried us in the target line. Okay.
Absolutely.
So we thank you and tune in to the next time. All right.
Bye.
Bye.